Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship game on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, he'll drop to throw. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And
enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39, green.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they run with Sims. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Sims. And able to work his way down to the 16. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Yeah, and he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tupper rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
All right, here we go. 3, 19.
Now a handoff looking right. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. It's a 3-point game here early. We're back to Arlington in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
All right, here we go. 3, 19.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this will be taken at the 13. Good move at the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Sims, and he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First man through is the fullback Juszczyk. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
He'll drop to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Grant. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead grows to 10-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue Niners.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Green with a catch left side. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got Moncrief. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Green 39.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Lucas. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Hurry up, here we go.
And Jackson throwing once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Green.
To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A.J. Green, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Jackson on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. It is the LA Chargers who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now let's go. Green 39.
On second down, here's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now Jackson on first down, incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Again, Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Mike Bennett able to drop him for a loss of 4. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere he looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Shift so far, defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Niners on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. It's complete to Graham. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one's incomplete. Charles Sims, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Right back to him on first down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Sims. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run here with Sims. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now again to the big fullback use check. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go now.
He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. Now this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed it. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is fielded at the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bathema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
On third down, it's Logan, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go now.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one and another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Jackson. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on fourth down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they run with Sims. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Charles Sims, 42 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hurry up, here we go.
There's Jackson on third and long. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. Slim.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. 3, 9.
Jackson will throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Parker, the intended target.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
All right. Get moving, men. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Here we go now! 319! 319! Hut! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hut!
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
Green 39! Now let's go! 319! 319! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 55, as we'll get you over to Tampa. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Make it a good one, gents.
I'm Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. Beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Leading them out, the MVP of Super Bowl 52, Nick Foles.
And sometimes when you watch him play, you see all these flaws that you want to correct. But when it's all said and done, he more than gets the job done. And receivers love the fact he's unafraid to take a shot with the deep ball downfield.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Sims, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13 and also the first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Leopard! Leopard!
They run with Logan. Room to run inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. And that's a nice game by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Leopard!
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ryan Grant from 10 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's Foles. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now it's Breida. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Foles. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Michael Bannon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Here's Breida. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Foles. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. San Francisco gets set to go here.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll drop to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, that's Sims. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And the pass complete to Ryan Grant. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
2nd and short. Is it a no-brainer to think I give it to my fullback and I pick it up?
You would think a no-brainer, but that time able to hit him for a loss.
Yeah, definitely was not a gimme, was it?
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face
Personal
mask.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's
going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made it.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play.
And now off to the races, down the right side. The 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown, LA. Sony Michel, 98 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And that carry of 98 yards is now tied for the 2nd longest in NFL history.
Amon Green did it, I believe, in 2003 when he was playing for Green Bay.
Against the Broncos, I think.
And just face it, no matter who is running the ball, for that distance, give them some oxygen as well as the touchdown. What a play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that's...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.